It is Friday. We are supposed to have close to 50-degree weather for the next couple of days and partly sunny. And I think it's supposed to rain Tuesday. Can't remember for sure, but I think Monday's supposed to be clear again. And this weekend for the most part. So I may go pick up groceries tomorrow morning. I would have gone today. I don't know. I have to go to the post office. So I've got 2 things that need to be dropped off. And while I'm there, or on my way back home, I'm going to stop at the sub place that I talked about in the last video. Because I know their sandwiches are good, and they're also cheaper than Subway or the sub place that's close to the house. There's one down the street from us, and the subs are good, but they're like twice the amount cost-wise. I'm like, no thank you. So, and I know that these at Jersey Mike's are good, since I've been there before. So anyway, I thought about maybe stopping, and I don't know that I want to go on the weekend though, and I don't even know if they're open on the weekend. Maybe Monday. So this footage may get saved depending on how short this is, you know. I've got my music up a little bit too loud. I don't want YouTube to pick it up and then give me a copyright strike. Anyway, there's a bid FTA location that's not too far from me. I mentioned that in my last video. And they have a bin store, which I have never done well with bin items, but I thought about maybe going there, and I may go on Monday. I think it's the high price day too. Monday is the high dollar day. So I won't be buying anything because I think everything's full price on Monday, and then it gradually gets lowered as the days of the week go by. That's how the bin stores usually operate, you know. Man, there's a ton of traffic. It's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Oh, that explains it. It's Friday. I guess a lot of people get off work early on Friday. I would have gone earlier. I could not get motivated to leave the house. I mean, it was everything that it took all of my energy to do my laundry last night, and I only had to do 1 load. I have another load that I need to do, but I may just do it this weekend. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it tonight. My bedding and stuff. Getting motivated to do anything lately has been a real struggle. You guys know if you saw my last video. I did get a couple more things relisted in my store last night. I took all of the things that were 0 quantity and canceled them, and then ended them. I ended all the zeros and I moved them into drafts. So I just copied them over and moved them into drafts, and then I deleted the ended ones, you know. So I've got them in my drafts, and I'm now having to go through I think I have like 3 boxes of stuff that I was thinking about relisting, and I have photos and all of that, but I don't have the old listings, because before I moved, I needed to get down to 250, so I ended a lot, and they only stay in your ended area for just so long, and then they disappear. And I disappeared a whole bunch of them. So now I have to go back. Thankfully, I have most of my photos saved, and if I can find them, I've got them in folders based on the category. So, you know, but there's a ton of pictures. So I'm gonna have to go through, see if I can find the old photos, and if I really want to relist them, you know. So now it's just getting down to the stuff that I lost the listing because I ended it and it disappeared. And so, yeah, but I've got about 3 decent sized boxes, totes, whatever you want to call them, with stuff that, you know, I've got to go through again. So that's where I'm at with my inventory. I need to get over because there's somebody coming up hot on my butt. And I'm going 50. The speed limit is 45, and this person, they're gonna fly past me. There they go. The cops could just sit along the side of the road with their speed gun and write tickets all day long in this area. On the highway, they could for sure write tickets. Because, like you guys, if you watched my last video, when I was on the freeway, the speed limit, or the highway, whatever you want to call it, the speed limit was 55. I was going 65, so 10 miles an hour over, and people were just flying past me. So I don't even know how fast they were going. 80 maybe? I mean, highway patrol could be making bank on tickets. I don't know what they're doing. They're not writing tickets, that's for sure. Anyway, let me turn this down a little bit more. I think it's gonna be, it might get picked up. This area is always so congested. There's a ton of shops around here. There's a Joann Fabrics. Of course, they're all going out of business now. And I'll be driving past the Big Lots. I finally got an email from Big Lots that I think they're closing this Sunday. That could be a way to get people to go in. Who knows? You know, they do that with the emails and stuff. It's like those ads you see on Facebook for these little companies that are supposedly going out of business, and they're selling these really cool things. And if you look at the websites for those, 99% of them are scam websites. And I don't know how to describe to you guys what they look like, but if you look them up, like on Trustpilot or any of the other websites, they're scams. They're scam websites. You think you're getting this really great bargain because this company is going out of business, and they don't actually ever really ship any of the products to the customers. And if they do, the customers, you know, say it's not what they thought they were buying. I mean, it's not even Temu stuff. It's just, you know, if you get anything. But a lot of the times they just never ship the product out. I don't know why the credit card companies allow more than a handful of customers to say, hey, I never got my product, and this company that's using the credit card company is still allowed to process purchases. I don't understand why the credit card companies allow that. You know, if a business is just repeatedly getting complaints and the credit card companies are having to refund the customers, you know, or the banks or whoever, you would think that somebody would go, maybe this company is a scam and they're not really shipping product out. Maybe we shouldn't process credit card payments for them, you know? I don't understand that, but whatever. The place that I got my frozen custard, I don't know, a week or so ago, week and a half ago, was named Freddy's. And it is not affiliated with Rally's. There is actually, I looked, there is a Rally's not too far from here, or not too far from me. So I will be going there at some point in the future because they have cheap food. It's cheap and it's usually really good, and I love their French fries. So at some point I will go to Rally's, but I already ordered my sub from Jersey Mike's. They have an app, so I went ahead and downloaded the app, ordered my sandwich, so it'll be ready when I go to, it's probably ready now, and I'm still not to the post office, but that's okay. It's a cold sub, so I don't care. It's not gonna go bad sitting there, you know. So, crap. Very gloomy today. They said it was supposed to be partly sunny, but I'm not sure when that's gonna happen since it's 2 o'clock and it's very dark still and gloomy, which I don't mind. It is, this weather, I think it was Lisa, one of my viewers. She's participated in the Skype calls and stuff that we've had. Anyway, she said that she's feeling in her joints and stuff too because of the cold, wet weather. So that could be what's going on with me and why I've been in more pain lately. My left knee, I do not know what I did to it or how I managed to screw. My left knee has not been my problem knee. My right knee, I have issues everywhere. This weather's just making it worse, but I know it's not going to last forever, so that's, I just have to deal with it. But I may have to get some kind of a brace or something for my knee, because I'm a little concerned. It's my left one. My right one, okay, this is what it does. When I walk upstairs, I don't go upstairs at the house hardly ever anymore, because my knee sounds like it has popcorn. Like it's popping popcorn when I'm walking up the stairs, and that's my right knee. My left knee now has been bothering me, and it almost gives out on me. At least once every other day, I'll go to stand up or walk or do something, and my knee just doesn't want to work, So I don't know what that is, because that's new. Like, that has not been a thing before for me. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my knees. My grandfather, my dad's dad, it's from both sides of my family. My mom's mother was the one with the screwed up back and had arthritis and stuff, and so the degenerative disc thing that I have going on, I believe, came from that side of the family, from my mom's mother. And then on my dad's side of the family, my great-grandmother had a pacemaker. Oh no, it was still my dad's side of the family, but it was his mother's mother. She had a pacemaker, and then my grandfather had both of his knees replaced at some point. Not at the same time, obviously, but he had both of his knees replaced, and then he was fine until he had a heart attack at, I don't even remember, he was over, I think he was in his 80s. I don't remember for sure. Anyway, he was the Swedish one in the family. It's where my last name came from, in case you guys don't know. If you haven't ordered anything from me or seen my last name anywhere, you wouldn't know, but I still have my maiden name, thankfully. For those of you who aren't aware, they're changing all of the voting stuff. They're making it, they're going to make it very difficult for women who've been married and who aren't using their birth name to vote. You're going to have to show all kinds of proof to get your voting registration done. And each state is different, so I don't know how they're doing that, or if it's going to be a federal thing or what, but I'm trying to see how many people are at Big Lots. Yeah, same number as usual. Anyway, you might want to look into the voting laws and stuff where you live, if you're a woman, because they're trying to do everything they can to make it hard for us to vote. And people who are not economically doing well, people that are poor or not as mobile, can't get to the county courthouse to get a copy of their birth certificate or whatever, or can't get to the to the DMV to get the new driver's license thing, that real ID that you have to have. I think if you have that, in most cases, it will help with voter registration and with being able to vote. But everybody just needs to check their own state and what you're going to need to be able to vote next time. Like now. Start now, so that you have it all taken care of. Don't wait until the last minute, because there's going to be a lot of people, and especially women and minorities, who are not going to be able to vote next time because of the crap that they're doing. So, and I'm not being an alarmist or whatever. This is what they're actually doing. They say that they want to do it for safety, so that they know, that the right people are voting, but they're making it harder for people who don't have the money laying around to go and get like a real ID or whatever. Not everybody has $40 or whatever it ends up costing in each state. It's different, but I have issues from time to time where there's not $40 there for me to just go blow on whatever, you know. And in the past, when I was raising my kids, holy crap. I mean, we were counting dollars, you know, like literal dollars. When it would get close to payday for me, I didn't get child support. My stupid ex never paid it. I was fine with it though, because I did not want him in our lives. So if you've been around, you know. Father was a piece of shit. Anyway, okay. I am at the post office, so I will be back. Okay, that's done. So back to the stuff that I got for free from American Bubble Boy. I talked about in a few videos back. I think I am going to, the next item I'm going to give away is going to be that big tumbler. So I'm trying to figure out what to have you guys put in a comment down below if you want that tumbler. It's kind of a dusty rose color. It's very pretty. It says American Bubble Boy on it. It's big. It's a big one. I'm not sure how many ounces it is, but it's big. So if I could ever get out of here. Anyway, just put tumbler, T-U-M-B-L-E-R, in a comment down below, and I'll probably give it about a week so that people have time to leave a comment, you know, if you want that item, and then I will ship it to you. I have a doctor's appointment scheduled for the first week in March. I can't remember what day. I think it's a Tuesday or a Wednesday. And I got the first appointment in the afternoon, like right after lunch, so hopefully I won't have to wait too long. Because I've been to her before when I had to sit there for a really long time for my appointment. So I wanted to do either the first morning appointment or the first appointment after lunch. And so that's what I did, because I picked my appointment time myself. I didn't leave it up to anybody else. Anyway, I'm going to talk to her about my knees when I go in. She's going to be like, this woman is just falling apart. Yep, I am. I don't know. My body has to adjust to this new area, you know. Most of my life I've lived where it's dry, and I mean there's some moisture, you know, but not like here. It's very wet here, which is fine. I like it. My joints just aren't crazy about it, so. Oh, crap. And while I'm there, I will ask her about my eyes, since this seems like it's going to be a thing that's not going to ever stop. And, you know, it may just be dry eyes. That's probably what it is, but I don't know if she'll just write me a prescription for dry eye stuff or what. We'll find out. Let's see, is there anything else going on? Oh, I was telling you guys I was gonna wear my little camera that's like a GoPro and maybe go to that bid FTA place, just see what kind of stuff they have. The one that's local, not the one I'm never going to that one in Cincinnati again. That place was so bad. I left them a review on Google too. If some place is really good, I will leave them a raving review. I've done it before, you know. But if there's a business that sucks, I'm telling people, I'm warning people, because you know, if you're doing a good job, you deserve the accolades and the brownie points and whatever. But if you're doing a shitty job, then people need to be made aware, and maybe you'll get your shit together, you know, and start doing things better. Do better. At least the employees were nice. They tried to be helpful, you know, for the most part. The first one that I talked to kind of acted like it was a pain in the ass to answer a question, but beyond her, it was okay. You know, as far as the employees go, everybody was nice. So it's just the setup of the place and how disorganized they are, and all of it was not good. Anyway, All right. That might be it for now. I don't think there's anything else that I was going to tell you guys. Just make sure that you put the word tumbler down below if you would like to be put into the drawing for the giant tumbler that I got from American Bubble Boy. And you know, we didn't have too many names last time, so maybe people didn't care about getting the bubble wrap, but maybe more people will want the tumbler. I think next I'm gonna do the shrink wrap, that roll that they gave me of the shrink wrap stuff, one of those. And you know, just keep in the back of your mind, if you use the 3-inch wide shipping tape or packing tape, I will have some rolls of that to give away too. I don't know if I'm going to do single rolls or if I'm going to do like 2 at a time. I have 4 of them to give away, so they're so heavy. Anyway, all right, kids, that is it for now. There may be more footage after this, so I might be back. Hello. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tuesday. Anyway, I'm going to the post office. Oh, I needed to turn a different way. Dang it. Anyway, going to the post office. I've got 3 packages to drop off. I needed to go yesterday, but I just have been, I don't know what my problem is. Well, I kind of do, but you know, it's the same thing everybody else is dealing with. Well, some of us anyway. The ones that are freaking out a little bit, or a lot. So yeah, I haven't been motivated to do anything. Take a shower, nothing. I did, but I just blah. Anyway, I have been doing nothing with my eBay store for the past few days. I poke around in there a little bit, send out offers, but that's about it, you know, and then get stuff ready to ship if I get a sale. But that's the extent of it. I have not been listing. I haven't been relisting the stuff that I pulled out of the store. So I need to get back on that. I have an appointment. I think I mentioned I have an appointment with my doctor, I think next Wednesday. I'm going to be talking to her about a multitude of things because I'm falling apart. My knees, my leaky eye thing, which also, I don't know if I mentioned this when I recorded, I think it was Friday. Has it been that long? I guess it has. Anyway, along with the leaky eye, and I did some researching on Dr. Google. When you have dry eyes, it tends to be both eyes. And this is just one eye that's been leaking consistently. And now I've developed a little bump. I don't want to be gross, inside my right nostril, on the same side where this leaky eye thing is going on. So, you know, and it's not a huge bump, but I can feel it if I stick my finger in my nose, which is gross, but you know, sometimes you do what you gotta do. I don't know which way I want to go. Oh, I wanted to go left there. Damn it. Well, I guess I'm not doing that. Anyway, so there's a little bump inside my nose. You know, it could be a mole for all I know, because I have them everywhere. So, you know, but whatever, that's maybe, and it's just a coincidence that it happens to be on the same side as this leaky eye thing that's going on. The stuff that I've read is telling me that it's a clogged duct, or it could be. So that's the other thing that I'm going to talk to my doctor about. What else? I'm going to find out about my meds too. Okay, so this is what happened yesterday. I have Walmart Plus because that way you don't have to pay a delivery fee. And there's no minimum amount that you have to order, I think. I don't think there is, because I've ordered just a handful of things before and I didn't get charged a delivery fee. You do have to pay for a tip, but you don't have to pay a delivery fee if you have Walmart Plus. And the only reason I shop with Walmart is because they're cheap. They're cheaper than anybody else around here. If they ever put in another grocery store that's even close to Walmart prices, I will go there instead. But I told you guys before, I don't have money falling out of my butt. Anyway, I placed an order for delivery, and it was supposed to come between 8 and 10 last night. And they never came. And it kept saying processing the order, your order's running late, blah, blah, blah. Got to be 10 o'clock, and of course, once it got to be 9 and they hadn't shown up yet, I had a feeling it wasn't going to happen. So I waited until after 10 o'clock, and then it wouldn't let me cancel. It was trying to make me either reschedule delivery or go pick it up myself. Now, if I fucking wanted to wait another day and go pick it up, I would have just done that to start with. Do you know what I mean? I was not in the mood to leave the house. I was moping like I've been doing, and I did not feel like it. And so I ordered my groceries for delivery, and that's what I expected. And this is the second time that this Florence, Kentucky Walmart has done that, where I've placed an order and they just didn't deliver that day. For whatever reason, they pulled out of their butt, But this store sucks. And so I ended up calling Walmart at like 2 o'clock in the morning because I still was unable to cancel the order. And I was like, no, I'm not giving this store any more money. And so I've already left them reviews. I've called and talked to the store manager. There's been times I've sat for an hour and a half waiting for grocery pickup, and other people were sitting there picking their noses waiting too. And it's just ridiculous that this store cannot seem to get their shit together. And so anyway, I called about 2 o'clock in the morning. I got, the people that are in another country that are doing tech or customer service. And she was very nice, and she canceled the order, but it wasn't actually canceled. It was like pending cancellation or whatever. And I was like, okay, that's not working, And so, what do we have here? There's a road sign. I'm trying to make sure I don't have to switch lanes or anything. Anyway, she canceled it, but it didn't go through. I don't know how else to explain it. It just kept saying cancellation requested or whatever. And so I called them back again this morning, and I was like, look, this girl was supposed to cancel my order. There's still a hold on my card, for the groceries, and this all needs to go away so that I can order hopefully from another location. And I did find out while I had the girl on the phone, because I told her, I said, I do not want to order from this store anymore, but it's the only one that's close to me. And I said, there's another one, but it's like 11 miles away. And she said, let me see if that store will deliver to your address. And she looked it up and she said they would. So I have ordered from a Walmart today that is 11 miles away from the house. I don't know how that's going to go, but I'll see if it's any better. I don't know what else to do. Okay, now I'm trying to figure out which road I need to turn on. I think it's the next one. You were supposed to turn right. There's a person in the right-hand lane that was supposed to turn right back then. They just went straight. Again, no one follows the instructions or... Oh, this is Mall Road. Okay. This is where I needed to go, I think. I am stopping at the vape store before I go to the post office. I cannot believe how much traffic there is for this early on a weekday. I mean, Friday, I forget half the time, but then I eventually go, oh yeah, it's Friday, so everybody's probably getting off work early, but this is just weird that there's so much traffic this early. Anyway, so I have to be back at the house in an hour. So I've got an hour to get my running errand done, which I should be able to do because I'm not going anywhere that's very far away. I'm just going to the vape store, and I'm going to the post office, So anyway, and I'm still waiting for an order that I placed online for vape juice. For anybody who's interested in that, I found a company that will make it. They'll customize it, but their shipping time is just insane. And I've emailed them, and I'm like, look, I need to know what you guys are doing, because it says you're in, where does it say they are? Oklahoma. But the package is coming from Las Vegas. How does that work exactly? You know, why is it taking so long? Because it's been almost 2 weeks since I placed my order. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? You know, do I need to cancel and like get my money back, go someplace else? Because it's a new place. I've ordered from them before, but it was back in 2020. And I didn't have any problems with them that time. So why would I think I would have a problem now? Anyway, the vape laws have changed, and some stuff can't be shipped to customers from where they are, and so they have to freight it to a shipping location that's in Las Vegas, and then they can ship it out from there. It's a whole whatever, which is why it's $10 for shipping, even though it's probably, you know, if they went by the actual size and weight of it, it would be more like $5. I think I might have needed to go in there. I don't know where I am. Oh yeah, shit. Okay, I'm gonna turn here. I think I might have to whip out my GPS. I'm not sure if I'm going the right place or if I'm going the right way. I've done this, I've come to this location at night in the past, and so I know my way here at night, which is weird because, you know, I do better in the day usually, but here we are. Okay, I think I'm in the right plaza. There's so many shopping plazas in this area, so many stores for so many different things. This vape store is close to a Mexican restaurant that I went to once with my friend, and the food's okay, but I got so spoiled in Arizona with the authentic Mexican food that it's just, everything else kind of sucks. That is the one thing that I miss. Being here, you know, I really miss the good Mexican food. And it's just not going to happen here because, you know, we're nowhere near the border. And these people are all very white. So, I mean, I've seen other people here, and our neighborhood's pretty diverse. But for the most part, you know, these are not people who are going to understand good Mexican food if they've been here their whole life. Anyway, I'm going to the vape store. Okay. I have been to the post office. I was going to stop and get gas too, but it's only 20 minutes until my delivery window for the groceries, so I think I'm just going to head back home. I can always run whatever other errands I need to run tomorrow. And they texted me that there were some items missing from the groceries, so there's some stuff I'm going to have to go pick up tomorrow anyway. I don't know. I thought that ordering the groceries would be easier. I think I'm going to get rid of the Walmart Plus and just go pick up my groceries every time because I can't rely on them. They're not dependable, and then I get text messages that they're out of stuff when I know they're not, because I've gone in the store after they told me that they were out of something and found it. So I think, and I may have mentioned this before, I think what's happening is the shoppers are in such a hurry that if they don't find something right away, or if it's on an aisle that's further away and there's nothing else that they need to get for me down by the thing that I'm after, they just say it wasn't available. But again, that's the Florence, Kentucky Walmart. So, yeah. I mean, whenever I've gone in to do my own grocery shopping, they've had everything that I wanted to get, you know. It's just ordering with them, and for pickup is a nightmare, and for delivery has been not great. So I think it's, you know, I'm gonna have to make some decisions. You know, maybe I'll run a couple errands tomorrow since it's not the 28th yet. Don't forget about that, you guys. I know some of you are already talking to me about it, you know, and planning for it. So, I don't know. I think because MAGA has found out about, us doing this, they may try to thwart our efforts by overspending or over shopping on the 28th to make up for it. I don't know. I don't know how much people, I've had people on my Facebook say, oh, it's not going to matter, it's not going to make any difference. And it's like, that's the kind of attitude that has caused all of this. A lot of people didn't vote because they were like, oh, it won't matter, or they were just very complacent about it. And that's how we ended up where we are, because unlike what he's saying, the victory for him was very, very, very small. It was not a huge margin like he's making it out to be. It was very small. And there were things done in a couple of states that could have thrown the entire thing. This is where we are now, so we have to deal with it. And we have to try and do what we can. And, it's like, I think it was the movie Ants, which not everyone has seen because it's kind of animated. Well, it is animated, but it's like the 3D animation or whatever. Where the main ant is like, well, there's only one ant, causing a problem or whatever, and all the other ants are like, yeah, we don't need to worry about him. And he's like, then he opens this thing and drops a bunch of balls on him, or seeds, or whatever it is that they were collecting. And it's been a long time since I've seen it, so I'm probably not even getting it right, but all of them fell in this. He says, what if that one ant turns into thousands of ants? It makes a difference, or it can make a difference. And so, we just have to try. It's not going to hurt us to try. It's not costing us anything except for waiting an extra day or two to go to the grocery store or to go out to eat. And I realize the 28th is a Friday, which may be difficult for some people because that's payday. And if you live paycheck to paycheck, you might be waiting until Friday to get your groceries. If you can wait until the next day or whatever. And I know we're still going to be spending the money on another day. It's just if we can do what we can on one day and everybody does it. Like, don't do any bank transactions. Don't purchase anything if you can avoid it. If, like for me, if I thought I was going to go somewhere on the 28th to buy something, like the vape shop, let's say, because it's a little, it's a little business that's privately owned. It's not a big mega corporation. And if I was going to go there to buy something, I already bought what I needed. But if I knew that I had to do that on the 20th, I'd pull cash out at the ATM, like today or tomorrow while I'm out running my errands. And then I would have cash with me when I go to the vape store, so I wouldn't have to do any bank stuff either. Now, if you're with a credit union, it doesn't matter because they're not the giant banks that got bailed out. And that, I don't know, and I'm just going to say this and then I'm going to go, but I don't know why the Republicans, or the MAGA people especially, are so hell-bent on, these people that are on SNAP, or these people that are getting free this and free that and free whatever. Have they even bothered to look at all the subsidies that these giant corporations are getting? And those are taxpayer dollars. And those subsidies, Jeff Bezos, I can't even remember, it's some insanely huge amount of money that Amazon got. I think it was like $9 billion that they got, or they've gotten in taxpayer subsidies. And a third of their employees, because I did some research, a third of their employees qualify, or maybe it's Walmart. It might be Walmart. I know that there's a lot of Amazon employees that qualify for public assistance in some form, either food stamps or housing or whatever. But it's like a third of the Walmart employees, who Walmart also has gotten subsidies, and taxpayer subsidies, and a third of their employees qualify for government government programs like housing and food and stuff like that. So they're getting and they're not giving them benefits because they give them just enough hours so that they don't have to, you know, give them any benefits. And so these big corporations are getting all this money from the taxpayers, and then they're underpaying or under providing services for their employees. So then those employees are also getting tax, you know, our tax money, which I'd rather have it go to individual people to help them survive, you know, if they need help with their rent or if they need help with groceries. And, you know, not everybody is just sitting back, you know, having 5 different baby daddies, and I'm not talking about any one specific race either, because there's plenty of white people that are garbage and they actually get more. If you did percentages, there are more Caucasians on public assistance of some form than there are any other race. So, you know, that's another thing. Anyway, not to go off on that, but it just, you know, if they really looked at it, who would you rather give your money to or help? You know, you want to help the big corporations so that the CEO has a salary that he could never spend all of the money he has. His great 10th great grandchildren couldn't even spend all the money that he has. And, you know, would you rather him get the money, or people who are working and or are disabled, or they have a learning disability, or whatever, you know, whatever their situation is? You know, would you rather help them? I'd rather help the people, you know. I'd rather help people. There might be 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever percent that are, you know, gaming the system and taking advantage of it or whatever, but that is a minority. There are so many more that are doing everything right, and they just are having a hard time, you know. And I would prefer to help them get, you know, live their life at least somewhat comfortably if they can, than to help Jeff Bezos or the owners of Walmart or whoever, you know, get another yacht or own an island or whatever the hell they're doing with all their money. I don't even know. You know, anyway, that's enough of my tirade. All right, I think that's going to be the end of this video, and don't forget to put the word in at the bottom. It was in the first half of the recording. Bye.